What is going on, everybody? It's Chris here. I like these intros lately. Anyways, I'm a little loopy because I just did a run. So I've been talking about the ketogenic diet for a few years now. And I remember years ago talking about it and getting comments on this channel like, wow, why would you ever do that to yourself? Why would you ever try to starve yourself of carbohydrates? That's so dumb. You're an idiot. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And I've also, also had a lot of people, of course, who were very interested in it. But recently, the ketogenic diet has like blown up. Everybody's interested in ketosis. Everybody. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how many people are so interested in the ketogenic diet. Now, I love the ketogenic diet. It's benefited me immensely. It's helped me out with my ulcerative colitis symptoms. It's helped me out performance-wise. It has helped me out so much in my daily life through my business. Helps keep my brain functioning. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I hate about what's going on with the keto diet right now. People are starting to get super freaking preachy about it. Like preachy. Like criticizing people if they're eating carbs. And I remember what it was like to be criticized when I was eating a lot of fat and not eating carbs. And I don't want that to happen to people. And you're not doing the ketogenic diet any favors by getting all preachy about it. Like, that's dumb. It's also really crazy when, you look at somebody and they're getting so amped up about a diet, about what people eat. It's insane. It's insane. I don't get that. These diet cults that exist out there. Now, one thing from my experience that I can tell you, because I've been a trainer for a very long time. I've worked with high-level bodybuilders. I've worked with a lot of strength athletes. I can tell you that athletes can definitely benefit from eating carbs. They can most certainly benefit from eating carbs. I can also tell you that athletes can definitely benefit by doing a high-fat, low-carb diet, like the keto diet. But here's the thing. These are tools. They're tools to apply for very specific situations. But the fitness industry, whenever something gets super popular, people break out their cookie cutters, right? And they start chunking these things out. And before you know it, you have a bunch of cookie cutter programs out there. A bunch of cookie cutter ways of going about things. And especially with the ketogenic diet, things need to be on a freaking spectrum. If somebody's suffering from cancer or epilepsy or any number of the diseases that the ketogenic diet could help, then yeah, a very strict form of the ketogenic diet that's going to be in the pattern of 80% fat, 10% protein, 10% carbs is going to be in order, right? Those people will benefit from that very strict form. If you are a little heavier, if you've got some fat to lose, then you're going to be a little bit lower on the spectrum. And I mean, you got some fat to lose, you're not suffering from a disease like cancer or epilepsy, then you could definitely benefit by using intermittent fasting in combination with a low-carb diet. But you shouldn't be flooding your system with ketones all day long, right? If you're taking MCT oil all day long, or if you're flooding yourself with exogenous ketones and you're overweight, you basically have a lot of excess energy floating around in your blood. And if you've got all that excess energy floating around in your blood, guess what you're not doing? You're not doing the very thing that you are doing a ketogenic diet for in the first place, which is mobilizing your own fat stores in order to burn them, right? That's the big reason why an overweight person would choose a ketogenic diet so that they can begin mobilizing their own fat stores. And so, again, you probably don't want to be consuming fat all day long. You probably want to do a combination of intermittent fasting with more of like, you know, maybe a 40 to 50% calories from fat, maybe, you know, 30 to 40% calories from protein, and then, you know, 10 to 20% calories from fibrous leafy green vegetables, carbohydrates in that form, right? You'd avoid starches altogether in that case. If you're a leaner person and you're more athletic and you want to benefit from a ketogenic diet, right, and you don't have a whole lot of fat stores on your body, then one thing you can do is you can begin, you know, doing that recommendation of taking MCT oil in the morning, you know, taking a tablespoon or two throughout the day, and then, you know, potentially using an exogenous ketone supplement to help enhance your performance. And then, you know, you could probably also benefit by getting more protein, right? So for somebody who's really athletic and whose goal is to maintain muscle mass, you know, you don't need insulin to build muscle. You need leucine. Leucine, you know, acts on the mTOR pathway independently of insulin. So you would need a good amount of protein. So in this case, you'd go for, you know, about 30 to 40% fat, right? About 50% protein. And then, you know, we're talking, again, 10 to 20% carbs, but you could eat more carbs when you're a leaner athletic person if you've done a lot of activity that day. So for somebody who's very, very lean, you know, and I'm talking, you know, you can't pinch an inch of fat from around your waistline or your upper back or your upper arm, that person could probably sustain 50 to 100 grams of starchy carbs per day and be fine on a ketotic diet if they've done some physical activity that day. But the point is, you've had to have done some physical activity that day to burn out your glycogen. Reason why I'm going through all these scenarios, and I don't expect you to memorize them right off the bat. I'll put a link to an article I wrote in the description below. But the reason why I'm going through all these scenarios for you right now is because when you hear somebody talking about a single version of the ketogenic diet that you have to do this way, you have to do it this way, or you're not in ketosis. You're not doing ketosis. You're an apostate. You are an apostate. Go be away from us, right? That's what they're basically doing. And that's not the right way of going about things. And I think this world would be a much better place if more of us started trying to understand different ways of thinking, understand different mindsets other than our own, and began actually talking to each other, right? It sucks the way things are these days. It really does. It sucks the way they are here in the fitness industry, but in the world in general, in politics, the political correctness, the absolute intolerance for opinions different than your own, that really sucks. So let's not go there, guys. Let's educate people. Let's teach people. Let's make more people healthy, and let's help more people perform better. I know I'm getting preachy myself now. I'll stop wiggling my chest, and I'm gonna go do some other work right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check that article out, check it out below. Also, if you do want to learn about the ketogenic diet and see whether or not it's the right diet for you, I'm doing a starting keto course, a free course. Comes down with a bunch of free downloads, a free keto adaptation guide, free keto cookbook, free membership in my private Facebook group where I give free workouts every single day, get a lot of stuff for free. I'm going to put a link for that below too. It's called startketoright.com, and you'll be able to check it out there, and it's all free. I'll see you guys later. Peace.